Hi, this is TRC Retro Programming. Thank you for tuning in. This is a new game that I am working on right now called Cosmic Ark. And this is a game that was around in the mid 80s when I was a kid. And it was actually one of the better, it was a fun game. I'll just cut right to the chase. It was really fun game. You never get tired of playing it. I can play it today, and it's still as much fun as it used to be. So the only problem is, since I got Windows 11, my joystick doesn't work with the Atari emulator, so I can't play any of my Atari ROMs. So yeah, that's not good. I have to find a new Atari emulator. But anyways, let's get on with this. I'm going to run the program, hit enter, and I'm going to go into my sprite workshop. So basically, this is the spaceship, and once I get it the way I want it, computer says okay, and I hit the space bar. So I'm satisfied with the graphics. I hit the space bar. We go on to the next sprite, which is just this little block up in the corner, this little yellow block. That is your spaceship projectile. Computer waits, says, "Are you good with this sprite?" I say yes. I hit spacebar. Now it's loading up in the background, getting ready for stage one. And it takes a little while. And we're in stage one. So what this is your spacecraft is approaching a planet, okay? And as it approaches the planet, it is intercepted by an asteroid belt, okay? And it stops. So what happens is asteroids come from the top, the bottom, and the sides. And you have to shoot them all before they hit you. Okay. So you'll have a certain amount of health down here, probably represented by a bar. Once that bar is gone, the game is over. So you can get hit, but if you get hit enough times, game's over. So you got to take out all the asteroids. So pretend there's an asteroid coming from the top. You do not use the joystick button. Your craft does not move. It stays stationary. All you do is guide the projectiles with the button. So I hit up, and here's the projectile. I hit down, there's the projectile. Right, left, all the projectiles are showing now. This is as far as I've gotten. This is, okay. What's going to happen though is when you hit a projectile location, it's going to shoot in that direction. That's not happening right now because it's not animated. I just located all of the projectile locations, and that was it. So you'll have an asteroid coming from up here. You shoot a projectile. From the bottom, same thing. Shoot it. Side, it could come from the right, the left, the bottom, the top, the left, the right, the bottom, the top, the left, and then after you hit like 10 of them coming from random directions, your ship will ascend back up. And then stage 2, the ship will ascend back down, but this time you're not. This time you've gone into the planet's atmosphere, and you've approached the ground. So it will come down to about this point, maybe a little higher up. It might come down to like it's halfway. It might come down a little, like a third of the way, and you're going to have a ground down here. And then what's going to happen is you have to press down, and a satellite will come out of the bottom of the ship, a small satellite. Think of Star Wars, where, I think not Star Wars, I didn't watch Star Wars, Star Trek. Think of Star Trek, where they have that capsule thing that they can project out and it returns to the ship. That's what happens. This is a huge, massive ship. It's like a living area, similar to Star Trek. I don't remember what that ship was called. It's been a long day, but forgot what the heck the name of the Star Trek ship is. Wasn't it the USS something? I don't know. Somebody remind me. But anyways, your little satellite comes out of the bottom, and it's a little UFO, a little UFO with one person in it. And it'll come. The big ship will come down a little higher up here, and then you're gonna ascend down, and you'll have room to use your teleportation device, which there's going to be little beings down on the ground area here, probably 2 at a time. And you have to hurry up, and you have to use, it's like a ray. I don't know what it's called. It's been a long day, guys. It's a force field, something that you shoot down, and you hold the button down, and the force field will come straight down from your UFO, and you have to hold the button down, and you have to suck up the being into the UFO. Then you have to go get the other one, but you have to do it quick, and you got to get back into the ship before the alarm sounds, because once that happens, you're going to start getting hit with asteroids again, and you can't get rid of the asteroids unless your UFO has returned into the ship, and that means you might have to leave some beings on the ground or drop them or whatever, because if your ship starts getting hit by asteroids, game over. Once that health bar is gone, that's it. If you collect all the beings, you get back into the ship, go back out into outer space, you move on to another planet. It gets harder and harder. Eventually, it gets too fast, and you can't do it anymore. That's the way games used to be. Well, this is. And difficulty increases in other ways, and this might take a while to do, but I'm going to do my best on it. I'm abandoning the asteroids thing because it's way too complicated. I did it as a demo. You can shoot it. That's it. That's all I really care about. It's not really that interesting. This is a lot. This is a lot better. This is going to be a lot better. I want to finish this one, definitely. But it's going to be a Coco port, which means it's going to be a little different than the original. But I'm going to keep it as close as I can to the original. If I run into any problems with coding, I'm going to need help. And I'll probably reach out and see. Like last time, I solved that problem with the where it wasn't erasing everything on the screen, and that was because of the angle command was remaining active from when the asteroid turned, preceding the erase draw. The angle was staying active, and it was applying that to the erase, so it was shifted 90 degrees over, and that was all that was happening. But it took a while to figure out. So, like, if you issue a command in draw, such as a scaling command, or now I know the angling command, the color command, whatever it is, it remains active in subsequent lines, even if you, without specifying it, you have to change it back manually. So that's what that was all about. Anyways, going to cut this off because I know the show is tomorrow. I don't know if Curtis, you want to use this on the show tomorrow. So I'm trying to get it out quick so you still have time to get it into your lineup if you want to use it. So I'm going to say goodbye, and I'm going to get this video out right now, and I will talk to you guys later. Take care.